slate today for the one NBA game that's going to be on tonight. Game two for New York Knicks taking on the Cavaliers. We got game one going off with the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Montreal Canadiens for the NHL playoffs. And then we only got four baseball games to go over today. We took one play this morning so far. We took the over 5.5 live on the Mets and Nationals game. Game is 2-1 right now, going into the ninth inning. So I do not think we're going to cash that one. So we're going to start the day off negative. So hopefully we can get us back into the positive with the rest of the games today. We had a good day for tennis. We had a bad day for so far. We had a 1-1 day for tennis, but half unit play loss, 1.5 unit play at plus 156 hit for us in tennis. So we were positive in tennis today, up a unit. Then we lost a unit and 2.5 units on soccer this morning because Al Hilal decided to score a goal in the first 4 minutes of the game, then didn't score the rest of the game. They scored one, VAR took it away, then they missed a penalty. So we needed one goal for Al Hilal. Scored in the 4th minute of the game, did not score and missed a penalty, and VAR took another one away. So ended up minus 2.5 on soccer this morning. And then we have it, and like I said, we have the over 8.5 or the over 5.5 live for the Mets and Nationals. Scores 2-1 right now going to the ninth inning. So we need 3 runs in this ninth inning if we're gonna cash the one. Hopefully we can get that, but I don't think we're gonna get it. So let's try to bounce back the rest of the day. If you guys are here for the first time, make sure you guys click that thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn those notifications on. Do not miss out on any of the content I have coming out for you guys. And also, if you guys want access to all of my official plays that I'm going to be on for myself, go click that link down in the description of this video. Become a member at the Patreon page. Once you do that, you get access to all of my official plays going forward. Where guys, the last 3 days we have been on the heater. We're up 11 or 13 units in the past 3 days. We were right now and earlier this week we were like -8 units on, or minus like 6 units on the whole entire month. Now we flipped that to positive. We're actually up 7 units. We've done great over the past 3 days. So we might hopefully we can bounce this back for today, but we have been a great couple days. So let's get right into this. Let's go into baseball. First game of the day. First game of the day is gonna be the Braves taking on the Marlins. You got Strider on the mound for the Braves, 1-0 with a 2.45 ERA. Yeah, Alcantara on the mound for the Marlins, 3-2 with a 3.53 ERA. This one, guys, I see the bookies are telling us that the Braves are going to win this game, but I just can't trust it. I can't trust this line with either of these pitchers. Both of these pitchers are very untrustable in Strider and Alcantara. They can either show up and have a great game, or they can show up and just have a shitty performance. So I just can't trust either of these two pitchers right now. Like I said, Strider on the mound for the Braves, Alcantara on the mound for the Marlins. I just can't trust either one of these pitchers. So I'm going to say pass in the game in general. If you guys are here, make sure you guys subscribe. We're going over baseball. Then we're going to go into the NBA and the hockey game tonight. Next game, Blue Jays taking on the Yankees. You got Fisher on the mound for the Blue Jays at a 2-1 record with a 3.08 ERA. You got Rodon on the mound for the Yankees, 0-1 with a 5.63 ERA. Rodon is the worst pitcher for the Yankees. But this game, I'm gonna say I do like the over in this spot. I think this game has a lot of runs in it. I think the Yankees and the Blue Jays, I think the line is set at over 8.5, maybe over 8. I do like the over in the Yankees and Blue Jays. I think these two teams are gonna produce a lot of runs today. I do think this game is gonna come out to, I'm gonna say like a 9-4 victory for the Yankees, possibly, but I do like to over a lot in the Yankees and Blue Jays games. I do believe this is gonna be a higher scoring game for this one. So that's the spot I do like. I do think the Yankees get it done today, but with Rodon on the mound for the Yankees, I think Fisher and Rodon are gonna give up a lot of runs. So give me the over in the Yankees and Blue Jays game. Next game, the Angels taking on the Athletics. Severino taking on Soriano. Severino is on the mound for the Athletics. You got a 2-2 and 5 record with a 4.45 ERA. You have Soriano on the mound for the Angels, 6-3 with a 2.41 ERA. I told you guys Soriano was going to cool down. He was the best pitcher for the longest time. And I told you guys Soriano, he's eventually going to cool down. This guy's playing really great in the beginning of the season, but I told you guys that he's just not going to be able to keep this up. And he's kind of slowed down. He had like an ERA of like 0.7. Now he's up to 2.41. So he's had a bad couple games. But in this spot, I do like the Angels to win tonight. I think the Angels on the money line is a great spot tonight to avoid the sweep. I don't see them getting swept against Athletics. And with Severino on the mound, that just shows that the Angels are going to be able to put up some runs tonight against Severino. And Soriano, he's due for a good game. He's had a bad couple of games, but I do believe that Soriano is going to have a good game tonight. And I think the Angels on the money line is a good spot. If you guys are here, make sure you guys subscribe. Hold on. Top of the ninth. Man on first and second, no outs. Oh, come on. Can we get 3 runs scored in this game late? Mets and Nationals. Can we get it? Come on. Come on. Someone hit a 3-run home run right now and we cash our bet. Who's at the bat? Come on, Ewing. Ewing just smack a 3-run home run. Let's cash them bets for this one because we need 3 runs in that game in the ninth inning. Next game is going to be the last game on the slate for baseball. Small slate today. Rockies taking on the Diamondbacks. You got Agnos on the mound for the Rockies, 0-0 record with a 5.59 ERA. The Diamondbacks have Rodriguez on the mound, 4-1 with a 2.53 ERA. The Arizona Diamondbacks are a minus 205 favorite. I do believe the Arizona Diamondbacks are going to win this game tonight, but I just can't trust that price tag. The reason why I can't trust that price tag is because the Diamondbacks do not have a bullpen. I was so close to taking over in this spot, but the Rockies have been not scoring runs recently, and Rodriguez has been a good pitcher, the best pitcher for the Diamondbacks, so I don't want to take the over because I can honestly see the Diamondbacks scoring like 4 or 5 runs and then win this game like 4-1, 5-1. So I wanted to take the over, but I think I'm gonna pass on that one. The Diamondbacks and the Rockies, but I do like the Diamondbacks. Who do I have in the Braves and Miami game? I said honestly, I said to pass in that game. I said to pass. I don't have a prediction on one. Strider is very unpredictable. Alcantara is very unpredictable. So I said pass on that one. I would not bet that game. Oh, bases are loaded. Come on. Let's get 3 runs scored. Come on. Someone got to score some runs right now. Come on. If you guys are here, make sure you guys subscribe. But I said pass on that one. I would not bet it. I don't have an opinion on that one. The bookies are telling you the Braves are gonna win, but Strider and Alcantara are not good pitchers overall, in my opinion, to trust on your money. But yeah, I think Arizona wins tonight. I think they win this game pretty easily, but minus 205, I can't touch it. I'm not gonna touch that. I don't trust Arizona at that price tag. But only 4 games today, so I can say that I like the over in the Blue Jays and Yankees game with these two pitchers on the mound, how much firepower they have on the bats for the Blue Jays and Yankees. And I do like the Angels on the money line. I think the Angels win tonight. I think that's a good spot for the Angels. All right, guys, that's all for baseball. So let's get over. Carolina taking on Montreal in game one, guys. Carolina has not lost a game this playoff so far. They've been dominant. You got Carolina, just honestly, they're probably gonna end up going to the Stanley Cup final. They've been playing so great recently that they're probably gonna go to the Stanley Cup final. I don't think Montreal's gonna have anything for them, but this game is a little trap. I told you guys yesterday. If you guys did not watch my YouTube short yesterday, everything I said ended up happening. I came on here on the short yesterday because I did not go on. He says they won the regular game series 4-0. Yeah, that just means Miami is that just means that Carolina that just means Carolina is due for a win, right? That really just means Carolina is due for a win at this point. But in this game, I do think Carolina wins tonight. They had not lost the game in the playoffs. I think Carolina is due for a win against Montreal. I think they're going to put Montreal under a whole bunch of pressure. They're going to be pushing forward with a lot of shots on goal. I do like the over 5.5 in this spot because I think this is going to be another game where 4-2. But like I said yesterday, I told you guys I thought Vegas Golden Knights were going to win that game. They were big underdogs against the Avalanche. I was like, I think Golden Knights win this game. Said it yesterday. They ended up winning. I said I like the over 5.5. They ended up hitting the over 5.5, 4-2. And then the NBA game yesterday, I said I actually thought that the Thunder were going to win, bounce back. Thunder were going to win. Thunder did win. I said I thought they would cover that spread. They covered the spread. And I also said I thought Wembanyama was going to go over 3.5 blocks and ended with 4 blocks. So everything I said yesterday on that short, if you guys did not watch it, you guys got to tune into those because I killed it absolutely yesterday. And in this game, I know I picked the underdog yesterday in the Golden Knights beating the Avalanche in game one. This time, I think Carolina wins, and Carolina actually wins comfortable. I think this game's going to be another 4-2 game. I see Carolina winning 4-2. I like the over 5.5 because I do think this is going to have at least 6 goals. But the main spot I do like in this game is what is his name? What is the goalkeeper from Montreal? I forgot his name right now. I think what is his name? Let me see. What is his name? Anybody let me know his name if you guys know what his name is. I cannot think of his name right now. Oh, Dobes. I think Dobes is going to have over 28.5 saves. I like the over 28.5 saves or 27.5, whatever your bookie has it at. I think Dobes is going to have a lot of saves tonight because I think the Carolina Hurricanes, with how much rest they have been on and the tired legs Montreal are going to have being in Game 7, Carolina Hurricanes are going to put them under a whole bunch of pressure. They're going to have a lot of shots on goal, and I do think that Dobe is a good spot over 27.5 or over 28.5 on his saves. I think he's gonna have a lot of saves tonight, mainly because I do think Carolina still scores four goals, but at the same exact time, I do believe that they're gonna put them under so much pressure. I probably won't touch Carolina money line. Probably, I don't know if I'm gonna touch them on the money line. But at the same exact time, I like the over 5.5 better, and I like Dobes for his saves because says long rest is not good. They could be slouchy. People said the same exact thing about the Knicks, and the Knicks came back late in the game because I think I said that in the live yesterday. I said that I thought that the Cavaliers will go up early. I said I thought the Carolina, what's it called? The Cavaliers would go up early. Then those tire legs would get to them. James Harden would end up blow it, and that's exactly what happened. They blew it. I knew that was going to happen. I knew Cavaliers would go up late, and I knew the Cavaliers would blow it because tired legs is a real thing. You can have a great game early in the series. And you can have a great game early, but because you went to game 7 and you're gonna have tired legs in that fourth quarter, and that's when blown leads happen. It happens all the time. I've watched it many years and many years where tired legs eventually hit you later on in the game because of game 7. And Carolina with so much rest. I'm not sure if Carolina's gonna win tonight. I do think they win tonight, but I more like the over 5.5. I just don't want to touch Carolina minus 205. I don't trust Carolina at a minus 200 favorite. I just don't trust them. But at the same exact time, I like the over 5.5. And I also like Dobes get a lot of saves just because the Carolina Hurricanes being on so much rest. They're going to be pushing forward. They're going to take a lot of shots on goal. I think Carolina has about 30 to 35 shots on goal total this game. And I'd like Dobes on the saves because I think they're going to have like 35 shots on goal for the whole entire game. And Dobes is going to save about 29 to 30 of them. And then Carolina's going to score about 4. So those, and then those are spots I like. Carolina money line, not really touching it. Probably over 5.5 goals in this game, and I also like Dobes. That's probably my favorite play is Dobes over 28.5 on his saves. I think Dobes gonna have a lot of saves. All right, dude. They had bases loaded with 0 outs, and now there's 2 outs. What are y'all doing? This is how this game has been going. We had the over 5.5 live in the Mets and the Washington game. They have stranded. Let me see. They have stranded 13 runners. 13 runners and nobody is scoring. That is insane to me. They had bases loaded with 0 outs. Now you have 2 outs. This is how this game's been going. This game should have been over. This game should have went over. 13 batters have been stranded. Nobody has scored. That's insane to me. But now let's get right into the NBA game. Knicks taking on Cleveland again. Guys, Knicks are gonna blow them out again. Knicks are gonna win this game. Knicks are gonna blow them out. That's just what's gonna happen. The Knicks are gonna be more fresh. They're probably gonna go down early like always. Then they're gonna come back and make a comeback later on in the game. That was a demoralizing loss to the Cavaliers. James Harden's the absolute biggest choke I've ever seen in my life. I've told you guys that for like a week straight. Ever since I came on here and said James Harden was going to start choking and have a bad game, his under on his points, his under on his assists, and his under on his PRA has hit 4 games straight since I've came on here and told you guys that he is an absolute choke and is going to have a bad game. James Harden's not the real deal. James Harden can't do anything. It's going to be Donovan Mitchell or nothing. So I guess I like Donovan Mitchell over on his points tonight, but I just think the Knicks are going to be too much for them. I think the Knicks are going to smack them around. They're going to go up 2-0 tonight. I also think Evan Mobley is a good spot for his PRA because they're running that high screen and roll. I've watched in this game. They're running the high screen and roll for Evan Mobley and Donovan Mitchell. And with that the high pick and roll that they're running is going to be money for Donovan Mitchell to get an assist to Mobley. I think Mobley's going to get a lot of rebounds. I think Mobley can end up with like 2 or 3 assists tonight. And I also think Mobley's going to have about like, say like 16 to 18 points, and he's going to get into maybe double-digit rebounds. So I like the over on his PRA tonight for Evan Mobley. I like Karl-Anthony Towns over 5.5 and over 5.5 on his assist. I think Karl-Anthony Towns comes out here and has a great assist day. He's been running the offense through him. I've said it many times. When they were doing horrible against the Hawks, I came on here many times. They need to run the offense through Karl-Anthony Towns. As soon as they started running the offense with Karl-Anthony Towns, they have been dominant, and they're going to keep doing it. Over 4.5 assists to me is a lick of the whole entire century. Every single game, you're going to get a whole bunch of assists for Karl-Anthony Towns. I like over 4.5 on Karl-Anthony Towns assist tonight. And also, I'm looking at Sam Merrill. Sam Merrill has been heating up for the Cavaliers, hitting a lot of threes and getting some assists. So I like Sam Merrill over on his PRAs or maybe even over 2.5 3-pointers made. I think Sam Merrill's a good spot. He almost hit a game winner in the last matchup overall and the game with the overtime. But I do think Sam Merrill's maybe be a good spot for the over PRA as well. And I also like the over 214.5. The first game, I thought it was going to go under. It was about to go under. Then the game with the overtime, same thing. Look at the first game between San Antonio and Thunder. Told you guys I thought San Antonio were going to win game 1. They ended up winning game 1. I said I thought I liked the game under. I took the game under. I took the game under like under 214. It was going to be way under. Even after the first overtime, it was going to be way under. Then the second overtime came, it hit the over. Yesterday's game. Then look at game 2 for San Antonio and look at game 2 for San Antonio and Oklahoma City. Game went absolutely over because they opened up the space more and the team needed to score more points. This game, the first game should have went under. It was going to be way under. Then overtime happened. They scored 17 points in the overtime. Game went over. Now this game is going to go over again because Cleveland Cavaliers are in a must-win situation right now because they cannot go down 2-0 to this Knicks team because they can't lose both games to the Knicks. Even though I do believe they are, they know they can't go down 2-0 to the Knicks. The Knicks are going to get at least one in Cleveland, and they're probably going to close them out of 5. I picked the Knicks in 5. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. But I do think the Cavaliers are going to play more of a fast-paced game tonight. I think this game's going to go over 214, and also like the Knicks money line. I think the Knicks win this game. Oh my god, down to the bottom of the ninth, no additional runs. Bro, that's insane. They had bases loaded with no outs, and they scored nothing. That is insane. That's wild. I thought they were going to score all 3 runs right there. That's insane. You had bases loaded and you didn't score any runs. That's just wild. That's how this game's been going today. But that's it for today, guys. Like I said, I like Evan Mobley over on his PRA. I like Karl-Anthony Towns over on his assist. I like Sam Merrill over on his PRA. I like the over 214.5 in the Knicks and Cavaliers game. And I think the Knicks win. I think the Knicks money line's a good spot as well if you want to parlay that. In Carolina Hurricane game, I think Carolina wins tonight, but I don't trust it. I like the over 5.5 in the Carolina Montreal game. And then I also like Dobbs or Dubes, whatever the fuck his name is. I like him over 28.5 on his saves. I think Carolina's gonna have a lot of pressure. I think Arizona wins tonight against Colorado, but the price is too high for me to take it. So I do think Arizona wins pretty easily. I like the Angels tonight. I think Angels get it done in the money line. I like the over in the New York Yankees and the Toronto Raptors and the Toronto Blue Jays game. And Miami and Atlanta, I just passed on it. I would not take it. But all right, guys, I appreciate you guys. Click the thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I will see you guys